Most people imagine wealth as a single dramatic moment, winning the lottery, selling a company, or suddenly stumbling into a life-changing windfall. It's the stuff of headlines and viral stories, the kind of thing we see in movies and dream about when we're stuck in traffic or scrolling through social media. We picture quitting our jobs in a blaze of glory, walking out with a big grin, waving goodbye to the old life as confetti falls and coworkers gasp in awe. This is the Hollywood version of wealth. Exciting, cinematic, and completely unrealistic for almost everyone. It's a fantasy that's been sold to us for decades, but it rarely matches reality. The truth? For 99% of us, that "I'm rich" moment never comes. There's no single day when everything changes overnight. Real wealth is built quietly, through steady habits and smart systems. You automate your investments, negotiate your salary, and make small, consistent improvements to your financial life. You make conscious choices about your money, reviewing bills, planning purchases, and talking openly about goals with loved ones. The process is so gradual, you barely notice it happening. It's like watching a plant grow or the sun rise. Change is happening, but it's almost invisible day to day. There's no sudden feeling of being rich, just a new normal that sneaks up on you. One day you realize you're less stressed about bills, or you can handle an emergency without panic. That's why so many financially successful people still don't feel rich. They've paid off debt, have an emergency fund, and their investments are growing, but old habits linger. They still worry about money, check prices, and hesitate before big purchases, even when they can afford them. The habits that got them here, being careful, planning ahead, are hard to shake. These routines become part of who they are. Even with more money, they pause before making big purchases, always weighing the pros and cons. The careful planning and budgeting that built their wealth doesn't just disappear, it's a mindset that sticks around, sometimes longer than it's needed. Without a dramatic aha moment, they keep operating from a mindset of scarcity, always preparing for the worst, just in case. True financial progress doesn't announce itself with confetti or a parade. There's no big reveal, no music swelling in the background. It whispers, showing up in the problems you no longer have and the anxieties that quietly fade away. It's the peace of mind you feel when you wake up in the morning. It's the ability to sleep soundly, knowing you're prepared for what life throws at you. It's about what doesn't happen, the emergencies that don't become disasters, the bills that don't cause panic, the temptations you can now ignore. Recognizing this is the first step to appreciating the rich life you're building. Forget the Hollywood fantasy and start noticing the real victories. The real signs of financial success are subtle. They're in the calm, the security, and the quiet confidence that grows over time. They're in the freedom you feel day to day, the ability to make choices without fear, and the time you get back for yourself and your loved ones. If you know where to look, you'll see you're already winning. The journey is quieter than you think, but the rewards are real. Let's uncover those signs together and celebrate the real milestones on your path to wealth. Financial progress is a series of small, positive changes that compound over time. That first $100 saved feels huge, until it becomes routine. Your first investment is nerve-wracking, your 100th is just another Tuesday. Progress is subtle, so you rarely feel it happening. Many people carry old money anxieties even after their finances improve. You might have $50,000 in the bank, but still feel guilty spending on enjoyment. That's because your habits and mindset lag behind your reality. Even millionaires can feel cautious or frugal, not because they're cheap, but because old habits die hard. The real reward isn't excitement, but calm and control. The absence of financial stress is a far better indicator of wealth than any luxury purchase. If you're making progress but don't feel rich, you're normal. True wealth is about security, not extravagance. One of the clearest signs of financial progress, it's not just about how much you earn or even how much you save. It's about how you handle life's curveballs, the moments when something goes wrong, and you're suddenly faced with a bill you didn't see coming. An unexpected expense is just an annoyance, not a crisis. It might throw off your plans for the week, but it doesn't shake your sense of security or make you question your stability. Imagine a surprise $200 car repair. The kind of thing that used to make your heart race and your mind spiral with worry. For many, that's a disaster. Credit card debt, panic, sleepless nights. It can feel like the world is crashing down, and you're scrambling to figure out what to cut or who to call for help. But if you're financially thriving, you just sigh, handle the logistics, and pay the bill. It's a hassle, sure, but it doesn't threaten your peace of mind or your future plans. You have an emergency fund for exactly this reason. You've prepared for the unexpected, so you don't have to scramble or stress. The expense is inconvenient, not catastrophic. It's a bump in the road, not a roadblock. This is what I call passing the unexpected expense test. It's a milestone that shows you're building real resilience. Life's surprises, car repairs, medical bills, urgent flights no longer derail you. You can handle them as they come, without fear or panic. What used to be a financial emergency is now just a logistical hassle. You might need to adjust your budget, but you're in control. You might need to transfer money from savings, but there's no drama. No frantic calls, no borrowing, just a simple transaction. No fear, no sleepless nights. You rest easy, knowing you're prepared for whatever comes your way. The shift from crisis to inconvenience is a powerful sign of real durable wealth. It's proof that your financial habits are paying off. It means your financial foundation is strong enough to absorb life's shocks. You're not just surviving, you're thriving, and your loved ones feel that security too. You pay the bill and move on. That's true progress. It's the freedom to focus on what matters, not just what's urgent. If this sounds like you, you're further along than you think. Celebrate it. You've earned this peace of mind. Financial fragility means living on the edge, one emergency away from disaster. Your account hovers near zero, credit cards bridge the gap, and every decision is about survival. Money is a constant source of stress, dictating every choice. Life feels brittle. A single setback can shatter it. Financial stability, on the other hand, is resilience. You don't have to be a millionaire, you just need a buffer. An emergency fund, automated savings, and manageable debt create flexibility. The constant anxiety fades. You make decisions from a place of choice, not fear. You can plan for the long term, not just the next paycheck. The difference is profound. It's the shift from surviving to living. Stability means breathing room and the freedom to think beyond today. That's the real goal. Another subtle sign you're doing well? Paying your bills is boring. For the financially fragile, bill-paying day is stressful. Juggling payments, checking balances, making tough choices. For the financially stable, bills are handled automatically. Most are on auto pay. The money is there, no stress or juggling required. The process becomes a non-event, freeing up mental energy for more important things. You're no longer trapped in a cycle of debt and late fees. The peace of mind from knowing your obligations are met is priceless. If you rarely think about your bills, that's a huge achievement. It means your income comfortably exceeds your fixed costs. That boredom, it's a luxury. It's the quiet hallmark of financial control. As you become financially secure, your spending decisions shift. When money is tight, every purchase is filtered through, "Can I afford this?" It's a restrictive mindset, dictated by limitations. As your finances improve, the question becomes, is this worth it to me? Now, it's about value and priorities, not just affordability. You're in control, choosing how to spend based on what matters to you. Maybe you splurge on travel but drive an old car, or buy organic groceries but rarely eat out. You design your own version of a rich life. The freedom to say no to what doesn't matter, and yes to what does, is true financial freedom. The shift from "can I" to "should I" is profound. It's about intention, not just survival. You're no longer a passive victim of your bank balance. You're the director of your financial story. As your finances stabilize, your career choices expand. When you're financially fragile, salary is everything. You take what you can get, but with a solid foundation, you can consider work-life balance, company mission, and personal growth. You're free to take calculated risks, like joining a startup or negotiating for flexibility. You can turn down jobs that aren't the right fit without panicking about next month's rent. This freedom to choose based on your values, not just your needs, is a powerful sign of wealth. You can think in years and decades, not just weeks. You can prioritize happiness and growth over immediate income. Making career moves from a position of strength is a quiet, profound indicator of financial success. That's real empowerment. Another quiet sign of financial success: You stop obsessing over the stock market. Early on, you check your portfolio constantly, reacting to every fluctuation. But as you mature financially, you trust your long-term plan. Your investments are automated, happening in the background like a utility bill. You've chosen low-cost, diversified funds and stick to your strategy. Market ups and downs become just noise. You don't panic when headlines scream about corrections or recessions. Your wealth-building machine works for you 24/7, without emotional input. You've moved from anxious speculator to calm owner. Going weeks without checking your account isn't neglect, it's confidence in your system. That's true financial maturity. The ultimate lesson. Real financial success is about stability, not excitement. It's about building a foundation that supports you through life's ups and downs, not chasing the next big thrill or windfall. It's not about flashy purchases, but about life feeling less fragile. The real reward is a sense of ease, knowing you're protected from the unexpected. You're no longer one unlucky breakaway from disaster. Instead, you have a cushion, a safety net that lets you breathe easier, even when things go wrong. Security and resilience become your new normal. You start to trust that you can handle whatever comes your way, and that confidence changes how you move through the world. The freedom from constant anxiety is the ultimate luxury. It's not about having more, but about worrying less, and feeling truly at home in your own life. You sleep soundly, knowing you can handle life's surprises. Each morning, you wake up with a sense of calm, ready to face the day without fear. You make choices based on what you want, not just what you can afford. Your decisions are guided by your values, not by financial stress or scarcity. This is what a rich life truly feels like: control, choice, and peace of mind. It's the quiet satisfaction of knowing you're on the right path, day after day. It's built on small, consistent habits: automating savings, building an emergency fund, paying bills on time, investing regularly. These simple routines add up to something powerful. None of these actions feel dramatic, but together, they remove financial fragility. Over time, you realize you're no longer living paycheck to paycheck, but building real security. Don't look for a dramatic sign, look for the quiet ones. Notice the gentle shift from worry to calm, from fear to confidence. Notice the absence of stress, the calm on bill day, the freedom to choose. These are the true markers of financial well-being. True wealth is the quiet confidence that, no matter what happens, you'll be okay. That's the real definition of a rich, resilient life.